Hey, family. I'm running late tonight and I will ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me for running late, but it's good to see. Hey, at Yum Y5465. Shalom to you. At Thank Y'all Now. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Sister Patea. Blessings to you. Hey, Brother Red in the building. Good to see y'all. I apologize that I'm late. I I was in the time zone for the next block over. Thinking it was supposed to be 8 p.m. Eastern. Y'all, please forgive me. Um, this conversation is intended to acknowledge a few things, y'all. How many of you have Gen Z children, nieces, nephews, or maybe even like young person who you're just like walking them through life and helping them with understand life? Can you put a one in the comments if you have any Gen Z folk that you love and you care about? Any of y'all big brother, big sistering, or parenting Gen Zs? What's not showing? You able to hear me? I'm not seeing anything in the comments. Are y'all able to hear me? Can I get a one if you're able to hear me? Two if I don't have sound. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, y'all, I am super excited about this season of life. Being an auntie, I actually had a beautiful opportunity last night to connect with one of my own nieces. She just celebrated her 23rd birthday this past week. Sent me a bunch of pictures of her doing it big on her little birthday and everything. And I was saying to her, I was like, hey, I just did my first Gen Z wedding. And this is weird. Like, y'all are making me feel old. I said, you grown now. She said, yeah, auntie, I'm grown now, right? So, y'all, Gen Z are grown folk now. Gen Z are old enough to hold down their own jobs, get their own, purchase their own homes, enter in and out of contracts, and start families. And if you're anything like me, then you're kind of sitting here as someone in the auntie generation looking at these Gen Zs like, when did y'all grow up? And there's some conversations that we need to have with our young folks. So this is just a little check-in with you just to create some more awareness, some more support, and some more love for our folks that are under 30 but who have already graduated high school. They're grown up now. And one of the first things that I recommend for every parent of an 18-year-old, someone who is graduating high school, turning 18, one of the first things you want to do with your 18-year-old is you want to ask them to consider making you power of attorney. I did this with my second son as soon as he graduated because I knew now that you're 18, I don't have a right. I don't have a right to play the mom card to be like, give me the access, give me the information, let me in. I'm his mom. You lose that when your babies turn 18. And it's a very, very powerful birthday gift for your 18-year-old young adult because it says a couple of things to them. It says, number one, now I need to respect you as an adult and ask you for permission to continue helping and guiding you and navigating you through these major consequences that attach as being an adult when you're entering in contracts. And when you go off to school, I no longer have rights to access your school information. I can't just call your school and ask you for grades anymore when you're a young adult. When you are a young adult, I have to have legal authority that you gave me. So you're educating your young adult about their new powers, their new superpowers as an adult, their legal powers to exclude you as the parent if they want to, or to invite you in as mom or dad or uncle, whoever you are as a trusted older adult, to help safeguard them and kind of like keep eyes and help them navigate in life. And again, the power of attorney is the just in case document, just in case of emergency, just in case you end up in a situation where you're hospitalized and somebody needs to get into your bank account to make sure that your rent is paid on the first, or that you're not evicted while you're in a hospitalized situation. Does that make sense? So, one of the most powerful and important conversations to have with someone who is entering into adulthood, 18th birthday conversations. Did that with my middle son. He really felt not only empowered, but he also felt like, you know what? I want to have my mom as my backup. It was an extra layer of security for him, knowing that okay, mom's not locked out if mom needs to have access. Now, of course, when he was in his sophomore year of college, he kicked me off his checking account because I started noticing purchases that I ain't like. I started doing purchases. I was like, "Hey, what's this over here at the so and so?" And he politely kicked me off of being able to see the account that used to be his custodial account. His first checking account was under my name, so I maintained access until I started questioning him about his purchases, and he boop kicked mom off. But that didn't change the power of attorney. You can still have power of attorney and not be able to see the online banking. Hey, Shalom, brother Karis in the house. Good to see you. So, 18th birthday, invite your young adult to empower you with the authority to continue being a parent, but less hands on, but the just in case of emergency parent. And the other thing that my middle son did on his 18th birthday, we took him down to Best Buy and he entered into his very first contract for his phone service because I wasn't that parent that was going to purchase an iPhone. I don't like iPhones. I still really it just wasn't happening in my house. So he realized that if I want to have an iPhone, I'm going to have to purchase it. So for his 18th birthday, we took him to Best Buy and he had his very, very first contract as an adult purchasing his iPhone and entering into his iPhone service contract. So, hey, brother Garth, shalom and welcome in. Good to see you as well. So, that's grown folk decision number one. Pick someone to be your power of attorney when you turn 18 because your parents no longer have rights to access your stuff when you're a grown up. Grown up choice number two. I'm having this conversation more with younger folks about the body count. Like the fact that we're calling it body counts now is kind of like it's cute and it's normalizing behavior that's going to make marriage really hard down the road. And the more our young adults are engaging in just, this full blown harvest of just sleep with who you want to sleep with and there's no consequences to it. That's not true. Just take a real close look at what's happening in families and in divorces and the real serious struggles that people are having because of what I'm calling the body count curse. Just because you're young, just because you got it going on, and just because you have a license to have fun, you do not want to start collecting bodies if you plan on being married one day, because you are going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that in the form of contracts that you make with insecurity, with fear, and with conflict, and the things that be playing around in the back of people's mind when they know that you brought a body count into your relationship. So this is a very important grown-up choice that I want to encourage Gen Zs to begin making. You do not have to like you don't have to wait to get old and learn these things from having really hard life experiences. You can be smart now and not rack up a body count. Just consider everybody as 2 years that you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do some time for each body. Add 2 years of pain and suffering. I think that's the easiest way to really illustrate and articulate what body counts are doing, how they're hurting relationships. Pair bonding. Hold on now, brother God, because you bringing vocabulary that's a little younger than my pair bonding. So are we talking about like people actually developing closeness? Well, what? I need some context, brother God, because I don't know. I don't know that word. Pair bonding. I'm learning about pair bonding. Well, Gen Zs, the pair bonding is harder. The more bodies you have, the harder it is to pair bond. This is sponsored by Brother Garth, helping me to learn something new tonight. Pair bonding is a thing. All right, y'all, we're going to have a whole separate conversation about pair bonding. I just want to invite somebody to come on here and actually speak and educate me and any of the other old folk in the room who don't know what this is. So I'm going to leave it at that. It means you won't be able to bond with your husband. You won't sexually connect with him because you've combined souls with others and they linger within your soul. Brother Ed, I already see like the aerodynamics, the spiritual engineering, and all of this that you're bringing to the conversation. I think this is fascinating. I think that Gen Z are extremely hungry for knowledge and information. And this is a wonderful conversation that I would love, love, love to continue. Okay, so I'm not the only one who didn't know at UMY. I didn't know. So I'm glad not to be alone, not knowing about this pair bonding conversation. But Brother Red, I think this is a very, very important conversation for our Gen Zs. One of the things that I'm seeing that's kind of coming for them right now is the is a future where they kind of reject wanting to be married. They kind of reject wanting to have kids. Like they're having a very, very painful experience around what we grew up with as traditional family, and they kind of don't want that. And they're also being targeted for having alternative sexual experiences that don't involve other human beings, right? So body counts is a big grown-up choice. Choose not to catch bodies until you get married. As old school as that sounds, as ancient as that sounds, there is so much science, social science, actual hurting family dynamics to support and prove that this is not the future for you. If you have still preserved purity as a Gen Z, fight for your purity, guard it with your life. It is worth it. It is worth your future happiness and fulfillment in your marriage to not go with the flow of the current of the popular culture because it's hurting people on the back end. Um oh, the church term is soul ties. So we're calling it pair bonding, soul ties. It's very spiritual, it's very legal, and there is a consequence. It's fun in the moment, and you might not see a consequence right away, but those consequences, you are going to have to pay for it. And again, just to contextualize it, just based on what I've lived through and what I've seen in my own family work, consider each body to add 2 years to your pain and suffering. And if you look at it that way, it's better to wait on the front end and enjoy pair bonding on the back end. Y'all, did I use it in context? So, decision number 3, grown folk decision number 3 for my Gen Z folks. Chastity, is that less Gen Z? Chastity is an old word too. I mean, listen, y'all, some things are ancient, but they're good. They're oldies and goodies. I mean, like, we can't modernize everything. Some things are old and good. It's good to maintain purity. It's good not to bring that doubt and that insecurity into your marriage. You're not thinking about that when you out here dropping it like it's hot and you at the club. But when you get married, it does impact your marriage. It does impact the sense of security that you and your partner have in one another. It's not worth the little couple of minutes of fun. Old like fine wine. Yes. So chastity is our old word. And Gen Z, we want y'all to embrace it because it's not just an old folk conversation and, oh, y'all had y'all fun. Y'all don't want us to have our fun. No, we had our fun and we want to be honest about the L's that we took having our fun. So we want you to know you don't have to take those L's. And again, I am seeing that they're kind of like targeting y'all for like having relationships with human-sized dolls and getting married to the ocean and all of these other non-human non-traditional relationships. Y'all, the old way is the right way. The old way is the right way. Yeah, fun and wounds. We had our fun, and then we still end up carrying the wounds. Many of us carry these wounds until the day that we die. It's not worth it. And so I'm gonna risk sounding old, like the old lady in the room, because I love you. And I didn't realize that y'all were getting married. Like, until I literally just officiated a Gen Z wedding, I was like, wait a minute. These are Gen Zs that I'm marrying. My youngest baby is a Gen Z. He's 13, but he's a Gen Z. And it was very, very sobering. And I want for us all to start including our Gen Zs in conversations around being adults, because they are adults and they want to be treated like adults. And we need to begin respecting you all as adults. So decision number 3, grown folk decision number 3, is about creating wealth. It's about really thinking about the bag that you're chasing, not just for today, but the bag and how to make the bag work for you, right? Like how to make it grow, how to actually turn your dollars into more dollars, that they're working for you. And so, hold on just a second. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. So, I'm starting to see more and more millennials and Gen Zs having conversations about investing, about passive income. And I want to encourage you to learn financial literacy now. Begin understanding how money works. Working and getting your paycheck and getting your bag and buying things that give you your little dopamine rush, that's your portion and that's your fun as a young person. But the ones that are really wise and the ones that's going to be chilling on the other side of being 20 something and 30 something are the ones who are taking a piece of that money and putting that money to work for you, making that money grow with interest little by little, and then taking a portion of your bag and purchasing investments, purchasing assets that are going to grow for you, and then protecting all of it with a really good insurance plan and an estate plan. You're not too young to think about these things. You need to be thinking about insurance. You don't want to be on the GoFundMe exit plan, which has, for some reason, has become like a trending thing in the Black community. I was talking to my niece last night about getting her bag to work for her, and I made a comment joking with her. I said, "See that right there? That's that GoFundMe behavior, Auntie. I'm not gonna be on GoFundMe. Like, look, if you don't want to be on the GoFundMe funeral arrangement, then it begins now with how you treat your money and not spend all of it. Live off of 70% of your bag. 70% of your bag. Go and have your fun, pay your bills, do your thing. But 30% of that bag, 10% you need to be giving to charity, some kind of charity, some kind of good. So just give it away. That is a powerful spiritual principle that all of the wealthy practice. Give away 10%, save 10%, and invest 10%. You should not be paying bills, eating off of and partying off of 30% of your bag. Do that with the 70%. But that 30%, put that to work. That giving is going to put it to work for you spiritually. That spending is going to put it to work for you with compound interest, one of the most powerful financial principles in the world. And that investing is going to make your bag grow so that you don't have to exchange your time for money when you're old. So that's what I have for my Gen Zs tonight. If we have any Gen Zs in the live, because I look like I know all of y'all ain't no Gen Zs. But I want you to share this with a Gen Z. I want you to share this with some of your younger folks. They are grown-ups now. And a lot of them are out here learning about life, love, money. They're learning from just swiping through whatever the algorithm puts in their For You page. And this is our inheritance, to talk to our young people in the next generation about being grown up in the greatest way, like how to win as a grown up. I've always felt heartbroken when I've heard older people say to younger people, "Well, I got mine. Now you got to go get yours." Well, what does that mean? Can you tell me how? Like, can you give me some cheat codes? Gen Z, if you have ears to hear, I'm dropping cheat codes tonight. We're shaving a good 25 years off of your learning curve if you will begin to implement these things and trust the process. Have your fun, but trust the process. Peep that these are cheat codes coming from Auntie to you. And I love you. I want you to be blessed and encouraged. Y'all, older folks, millennials, Gen X, and baby boomers, please like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with your favorite Gen Z. And the first two Gen Zs who email me at support@lawforlove.com and connect with me, I have a love gift for them. So I'm giving away 2 gifts to the first 2 Gen Zs who email me, since we don't have any live. I don't see any live tonight. The first 2 Gen Zs that email me at support@lawforlove.com in response to this video and put in the subject Gen Z, I have a love gift for you. And I'm happy to bless 2 Gen Zs with a special Law for Love gift. Y'all be blessed and encouraged. Thanks for joining me tonight. I love you all. Good night.